In this video, we're going to share with you how to install the Jumpstart indicators. This is just a regular candlestick chart you're seeing here. I've just changed the colors to colors that I like. You can either have a dark background or a light background. You choose that as your color preference, and you can change the color of these candles. So the first thing you want to do is go here to Navigator. To make sure you have the Navigator on, you click on View, and this is where you define the Navigator. And the market watch is right here. So the market watch is right here where all the prices are clicking off, and this is the navigator. So I'm going to move this navigator, click on it, and stretch it up to there. Now all the indicators are behind this indicator button. This is for build 670 or later. They've changed the way the indicators are compiled. They're all in one indicator list rather than indicator and custom indicator. All the regular indicators are behind these tabs, and the custom indicators are everything else below that. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the trend plus sign outside the trend, and we're looking for moving averages. So we click on moving average, drag it over, and drop it. One of the moving averages that we would like to have is a 3, shift 0, simple at the close, and then yellow is the color that I've chosen for that. And right here I like to have that 1 wide. That's personal preference. You decide how wide you want to have that, then click OK. That puts the moving average on the chart. And we go back once again to the moving averages, drag over, drop. This time we want to change this to a 5, shift 1, leave it simple, close. This time I want it purple, and leave it the 1 wide. There are your two moving averages. Now you notice that the moving averages are behind the candlesticks. If you want them to be in front of the candlesticks, you go up to the menu, click on Chart, click on Foreground Chart. You notice that the moving averages move on top of the candlesticks. So that's a personal preference. You decide how you want to do that. Now, one other indicator we're going to add is we go to oscillators, the very next button down, and we're going to go to the moving average of oscillator. You click on that, left click, drag it over, and drop it. Now, what we're going to find here is, under parameters, we want to leave it just at the basic setting, 12, 26, 9. We just leave that all set the same way it is there. The color, I like dark blue for my color scheme. You can change the color to whatever you prefer there. Right here in the width, I like it to be really wide. You can choose which width looks good on your setup. Then you go to level. This is going to be blank when you first set it up, so click on add once. It'll bring this 0 bar in here. And I'll show you why we're doing that in just a moment. If you have a dark background, you may want to choose a light color. If you have a light background, which I have, I choose a darker color. So I just use the black as the color that I want there. Now right here, you can choose whether you want solid or a dotted line. I prefer the solid line, and I just leave it really the smallest it'll go. Then I click OK. Now this is the moving average of oscillator. Those are the indicators you need to set up for Jumpstart. You notice that this black line we put in here with the 0, that's what we want to know whether this momentum of this bar is going above or below that 0 line. That is called a 0 line. And that's the critical part of where many good trades are opened or closed based on that crossing. So that's how you set up the indicators for the Jumpstart trading platform.